everyone, a very good morning. You're watching NewsX. I'm Kriti Mehta. Let's start with now some news coming in. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has hosted the first ever Critical Minerals Ministerial meeting in Washington, bringing together delegations from more than 50 countries to work on securing and diversifying global critical mineral supply chains. Calling it a historic gathering, Rubio said the meeting aims to reduce global dependence on China, which currently dominates rare earth mining and processing, and to strengthen economic and national security through multilateral cooperation. Rubio said the United States is planning to sign new critical minerals framework agreements with several partners and highlighted that billions of dollars have already been committed to support reliable supply chains and private sector investment. The ministerial session saw participation from 55 partners, including 54 countries and the European Union. India was represented by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. Arzu Seth, my colleague, now joins us to get us more details on this. Arzu, how much of this was really to divert the dependence on China for a rare earth? All right, viewers, we've encountered some network issues with my colleague there. We're trying to fix that. But let's tell you some more details that have come up in regard to this meeting. Marco Rubio, the U.S. Secretary of State, had hosted this first ever ministerial session. It was on critical minerals and held in Washington, and more than 50 countries had joined the session to work on securing and diversifying global critical mineral supply chain. Rubio called it a historic gathering, which was clearly aimed at reducing global dependence on China, which is currently dominating rare earth mining and processing, and to strengthen economic and national security through multilateral cooperation. I'm in fact now joined in by my colleague Aditya to get us more details. Aditya, how long really will it take for all these nations to sit together to divert dependence on China for rare earth minerals?
The United States is hosting ministers for dozens of countries for a critical minerals conference in Washington, D.C. Officials are seeking to strengthen and diversify their nation's stockpiles of critical minerals, which are essential for the defense industry and for the development of artificial intelligence. High on the agenda is the question of setting a minimum price for critical minerals, something many countries are pushing for. However, the U.S. is reported to be backing away from this suggestion, and President Donald Trump announced the launch of a strategic mineral stockpile for the U.S. called Project Vault. It will be funded by $2 billion of private capital, along with a $10 billion loan from the U.S. Export-Import Bank. The meeting is the first of the new Critical Minerals Ministerial, a U.S. initiative to build alliances aimed at countering China's control over critical mineral supply chains around the world. Kriti, back to you.
All right, Aditya.